Good morning, winners! Welcome to Terry's Tips. So listen, today I'm going to answer a question that I literally get asked every single day. Guess what it is? How to get approved for a business line of credit. Yes, y'all, go get a notebook, go get a pen. And guys, I want to talk about ways to get approved for a business line of credit if you're a brand new business or if you're been in business for a while now. So I'm going to kind of break it up into tiers and throughout the video, give you tips throughout the video for both kind of scenarios. If you've already been in business for a while and if you're a brand new business, okay? Got it good. Go get a notebook, go get a pen, and I'll do my nugget at the end. And if you are new, welcome. My name is Terry. I am a self-employed entrepreneur, investor, mother, YouTuber. Every Tuesday and Thursday morning, I upload brand new videos free for business credit and personal credit, for entrepreneurship, for investing, specifically real estate investing. I specifically focus on the bigger money, leveraging your credit, personal and business, to build wealth, to break generational cycles of poverty, okay? I have a personal testimony. Looking good on paper has changed my life. And now I use my YouTube channel to educate you guys and help you guys get there as well. All right, so I would love for you, like, share, comment, hit that notification button, subscribe, and let me know if this information is helpful for you. All right, we have a lot of information to cover, so I'm going to jump right in. I'm going to drop nuggets through the entire video. Catch them, y'all. Y'all know how I am, okay? So tip number 1 is to have a reason for your line of credit. Many of you are missing this, and many of you are being denied out the door, out the gate, because of what you put on your application and what you're saying to these bankers. So you want to say things like expansion, growth, hiring employees, new equipment, new inventory, marketing. When they're asking you for the reason for the line of credit, focus on growth, expansion, thriving, okay? Growing your business. You do not want to say things like paying off my personal debt or reserves or just in case I need it or as a cushion. Some of you guys are getting denied just because of what you're saying to them. So have a valid reason for your line of credit. That's tip number 1. Tip number 2, okay, is guess what? Have good personal credit. Guys, you guys are missing so many opportunities by having bad personal credit. For the business lines of credit, if you are a brand new business, they have nothing else to rate. So they're going to look at your personal credit. And for the bigger amounts, a lot of times they'll even just do a soft pull to qualify you for the big amounts. Before they give you a $200,000, $500,000, $1 million line of credit, they want to make sure that you can manage $1,000, $5,000. Some benchmarks. You always hear me say 680 and above. 680 and above. There are some lenders that will give you a business line of credit if your credit scores are a little bit lower. Like a 660 is the bare minimum. And guess what, guys? I'm going to give you throughout this video tips on what they're looking for, tips on how to get approved, and I'm even going to give you some banks. Yes, y'all, stay all the way into the end. I'm going to give you some banks that give business lines of credit. So 660 is the bare minimum for some of them. You want to have a 680 and above, and I've seen a lot of banks even want a 720 and above. So a tip for getting approved for business lines of credit is to have your personal credit in order. Period. Okay. So work on it now. That's why I have a bunch of videos. Make that part of your plan for growing your business. Once you do it one time, guys, put in the work. It should not take more than 6 to 12 months. Put in the work and then you never have to do it again. Then you can maintain it. Okay. Got it good. All right. Another tip is that you want to be, look, what are my top 3? The top 3 apply here, especially for business lines of credit. And guys, understand that lines of credit are unsecured. They're giving you unsecured money. So you need to have your legal entity. You need to have your EIN and your business checking account. 4 lines of credit is a non-negotiable. You must. Look, if you don't have a business checking account, turn the video off. Like, that's it. We're done, okay? You must have a business checking account to get approved for the business lines of credit. If for whatever reason, because of bad credit, because you're in check systems, because of whatever, you owe a bank and you can't get a business checking account, guess what the answer is? resolve it, okay? If you're in check systems and you can't open up a bank account anywhere, fix it and fix it now, because it's going to be something that is going to constantly be a barrier for you no matter what level you're at. So business entity, EIN, business checking account, period. For the bigger lines of credit, 100,000, 50,000, 200,000, you must, and really for all of them, but you really must have a commercial address, commercial phone number, like an 800 number, toll-free number is what they like to see, not your personal cell, not your personal home number, and also a professional website and a DUNS number. Let me say it again. Commercial address, business phone number, website, DUNS number. You can do, guys, you don't overcomplicate it. Make a list, start checking off the list. Honestly, you can do all these things in like one day, like literally, okay? Pick a day, clear your schedule, send your kids to the babysitter, whatever you need to do, and just get her done, okay? Because it's going to be the key to you getting a ton of money. Another tip is your business banking revenue. So 3 to 6 months, guys, write that down, 3 to 6 months. Most banks are going to look at the last 3 to 6 months of your business banking revenue, okay, to qualify you. Tip, they're looking at the deposits, y'all. So deposit money in. They're not too concerned about what's coming back out. So deposit money, they want consistent deposits for at least 3 months. I'm going to say 6 months because some banks may look a little bit longer, but 3 months is like the staple in getting approved for business lines of credit. Sometimes they'll actually even approve you based on what your revenues are like. They'll kind of determine what the actual amounts are. For new businesses, no matter what, you want to have at least $25,000 in annual revenue to qualify for business lines of credit. For my more established business, or if you're new and you really have a business where you can knock it out the ballpark, you're actually making money right away. $100,000 in annual revenue is another benchmark. $25,000 minimum annual revenue. And for more established businesses, or just because you hitting out the ballpark right away, $100,000 annual revenue is a good benchmark for getting approved for the bigger lines of credit. Guys, one line of credit can change your business forever, literally, because you can use it over and over and over again. So these tips are worth it, okay? Also, for right away, if you're brand spanking new business, brand new business, if you have good personal credit, when you open up your business checking account, a lot of times you can qualify right then and there for an initial line of credit. Go for it. It's your beginning of a relationship with them, even if it's not a great big amount. And as you use it, another tip is every 6 months. How long, Terri? 6 months. A lot of times every 6 months, if you use it and pay on time responsibly, business credit amounts increase very, very quickly. I want you to put a goal down at every 6 months asking for an increase. I literally have clients that got their business line of credit, and in 6 months they've doubled it because they use it responsibly and paid it back. Okay. So you want to get your foot in the door and then grow it. 6 months. I'm giving y'all so many tips, guys. Seriously. All right. And then another tip. So overall profile, what are they looking at? Personal credit scores, business credit scores, collateral, cash, business banking revenue, years in business. Okay, that's something that they look at. So 2 years and more is a benchmark for the bigger lines of credit. They like to see 2 years or more. Guys, I know I have a lot of real estate investors who follow me. You can be a brand new real estate investor, but maybe you had your consulting firm for 3 years. Maybe you have a cleaning company for 3 years. Maybe you have an auto detailing company for 3 years. Maybe you have a gym for 3 or 4 years. Maybe you have a daycare. Guys, the reason why the business lines of credit are amazing is because you can use the money for everything. Did y'all hear me? So you can have a daycare for 5 years and use that to qualify for a business line of credit, and then use that money to invest in real estate. Hello, evaluate all of your businesses. And if you're brand new, start now. You have to start somewhere. So start now. But just know that business lines of credit can be used for anything. If you have 3 or 4 businesses, evaluate which one looks the best on paper, the one that you can grow the fastest, the one that you can show revenue for the fastest, or that has a little bit of things already done, and then use that to qualify for your line of credit. And then when you get that money, use it for whatever you want. pay it back responsibly, okay? So that's another tip. Time in business, industry, personal credit, business credit, revenues. And real quick, guys, a real quick nugget I want to throw in is you want to avoid having high risk words in your business name. All right, so this is where the word like investments, the word real estate, the word credit even, right? So nowhere, what is my business? Care, right? Care Consulting. It doesn't say credit anywhere. That was on purpose, guys. Credit is like a high risk industry. So is real estate. So is investing. It makes the banks nervous sometimes when they think that you are an investor. They know that you're an investor. So you can say something like, my name's Terri. So Terri Management, Terri Holding, something of that nature. But try to avoid red flag words in your business's name. Some of them, again, are like, Terri Investments. No. Terri Real Estate. No. Terri Credit Expert. No. Okay. So just understand, and mind you, if you already have a business name out there, okay, go as far as you can or have a new entity that does not have a high risk name. Some of you guys are going to be scrutinized a little bit more and you don't even know it because the name of your business is red flagging you as high risk. Don't shoot the messenger. Once you know better, you do better, okay? And many of you have multiple businesses or you're doing joint ventures. So when you're doing your joint ventures, name that something different. Name it, Terri Investments and Associates, or Terri Management and Associates, or something of that nature, but avoid high risk names. And lastly, guys, I'm going to give you guys, and I wrote them down so I don't forget them. I'm going to break it up in tiers. So some banks that are known to give business lines of credit, okay? Top tier, a higher tier, Bank of America, Chase, TD, okay? They're all known for giving, and Wells Fargo, okay? Top 4, Bank of America, Chase, TD, Wells Fargo. Now, sometimes you need to have really, really, really good credit, or you need to have a business relationship with them because they have big, big accounts, the Microsofts and the Amazons, where people have millions and millions and millions of dollars of revenue. So they're not like jumping, for joy to give you, $100,000 line of credit, and your annual revenue is like, 500,000, like they have big, big accounts. So a lot of times they can be amazing. If you qualify, definitely go for it, but they are a top tier. You want to have your business looking amazing on paper, and you want to have your good personal credit, okay? But a good spot, a sweet spot, I call it, for a lot of small business owners is like the second tier banks, okay? The ones that are a little bit smaller. Not all of them are in every single state, so check. But they have a ton of business money, business lines of credit, business financial products, business bankers for brand new businesses, for entrepreneurs, for investors. That's Regions Bank, PNC Bank, who else? Oh, BB&T, Key Bank. I have a couple of clients that have like $100,000 lines of credit with Key Bank, Univest, and PNC. So let me say it again, right? Oh, and Navy Federal Credit Union. I love Navy Federal Credit Union. If you can get into Navy Federal Credit Union, get in there, because I have people that have personal credit cards that are $10,000, $15,000, $25,000. It also helps them transition into business lines of credit. So the second tier, a little bit smaller banks, a little bit more investor friendly, and they have business lines of credit. PNC, Navy Federal Credit Union, BB&T, Key Bank, Regions, okay? Those are some of the ones that are known. I personally, clients, people in my network have gotten business lines of credit. Another thing, real quick, is some working capital. Write down Square and PayPal. Square and PayPal. If you use Square and or PayPal to get money from clients, money for invoices, payments, they have something called working capital. They actually have a couple of different lines, but the working capital can be something that they look at your revenue coming in and will give you a line of credit based on that. Start somewhere. Sometimes it actually can be a lot of money and can really give you some leverage, okay? You're leveraging your credit to build wealth. So you don't want to use your own money. You want to use other people's money to build your empire. Amen? All right, and then the last thing is some other kind of lenders that are not traditional banks that give business lines of credit where you don't have to have perfect credit and you may only need to have like about 3 months worth of bank statements. Is Cabbage with a K. Cabbage with a K is on deck. Blue Vine, BLUVINE, Vine, Blue Vine. And the last one is Fundbox. I said that one in another video. Somebody was like, Fundbox? Fundbox, Fundbox. So I'll put them in the description. But Cabbage, On Deck, Fundbox, and Blue Vine. Those are other companies that are not traditional banks that will give business lines of credit. Guys, real quick, for business lines of credit, everything is not a monthly payment term. Business credit is very different. You have some lenders that will do weekly payments, daily payments, monthly payments. Monthly is ideal, but pay attention to the terms, because you may get a line of credit that initially is maybe a daily payback, a weekly payback, a monthly payback. So pay attention, use the money wisely and smartly, and then that will actually help you grow. Got it good. So I hope that was helpful. I gave you what to say on your application, what not to say, how to have your business look on paper, what they're looking for. I even gave you lenders. I talked about business revenue. I gave y'all game, gave you everything. All right, and for my tip today, guys, for my nugget, I want to talk about your mental health. Listen, like it's November 2020. We've been in and out of COVID. People are at home. People have been laid off. People have experienced loss and death. And I even saw a statistic, forget where it was, where the suicide rate is kind of like going up. People are depressed. Look, we're in the house so much more. And honestly, when you're in the house like this, and when you're kind of going out and activity has changed, it exposes a lot of things. Guys, I want you to take care of your mental health. And I mean it, meaning practice positive energy, practice being around positive people, practice only being around people that feed into you. Remove toxic people from your life. Toxic people, toxic relationships, toxic habits, toxic places. Remove them, because your mental health, like people die because of strokes, die because of heart attacks, die because of stress, die because of broken hearts, die because of depression. Like it really is real. So I want you to get in the season while you're building your empire, building your wealth, building your business, going after your passion, your dreams, your goals, your purpose. Protect your mental health. And if there's anything, person, place, thing, I don't care if it's a spouse, I don't care if it's a family member, I don't care if it's a coworker, a neighbor, if there is anything that is attacking or not good for your mental health, remove it, and remove it immediately, because you need to preserve yourself so that you can grow and so that you can reach back and help other people, for your children, for your children's children. We need you, okay? So protect your mental health. Read, do Zooms, do workshops, feed yourself. And that reading, I do affirmations, do personal growth every morning, look up The Secret, like follow positive pages on, Instagram and on positive channels. Protect your mental health. It's not something you should do. It's a necessity. Protect your mental health. Amen. All right. So I hope that was helpful. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and have a super amazing day on purpose, guys.